Hey guys, yeah, I know I'm on here. I'm just trying to see if I can share this out. I don't know. I'm dumb as a post when it comes to freaking computers, but this is the best medium that I can actually, I guess, get on bitch, rant, rave, whatever y'all want to call it, whatever. I'm probably the most hated man in Angelina County today. But I'll be honest with you, it really doesn't matter to me because the fact is that hell, I didn't make it through a goddamn war being a friend to everybody. Hell, I had to saddle up and go dance and do my damn job and make sure everybody was doing theirs. By the way, welcome to Beer the Bell. So we have a bunch of hits. Just guys, I've opened up my friend page again. I After September 28th, when I made my presentation in front of the county commissioners, I said, "Man, I'm done. I'm out." You know, I just wanted to I wanted to stand up and give a voice to the people. And then I had a lot of people, you don't speak for me, you don't speak for me. And I said, okay, well, it's the way I feel. I have a right to address my grievances to the city council, or I have a right to the commission, even though they try to take that away from you. Bottom line is they won't hear from us. So I've taken to social media to see this. Angelina County can live in a bubble, which is what we choose to do. We don't want to let information in. We don't let information get out. We just live in our own little bubble. But what it has created has created an atmosphere or an environment where we don't even follow the laws of the land. We don't even follow our Constitution anymore. Speaking of this, my granddaughter, she came home today and she was so excited because I told her that I was going to get her one of these as a pocket Constitution. And at first she was like, but I don't need one of those, whatever. But they actually, in social studies today, they started covering the Constitution of the United States. And I was really surprised. Heads off to Huntington Independent School District because the fact that she came home, she knew some of the amendments. I could read them amendments to her. I read the first, the fourth, and the sixth, and she pretty much nailed it. She doesn't know it by heart or anything like that, but she knows exactly what the preface is or whatever. And that was something that really makes me proud because everybody's proud of their kids or their grandkids when they go to school and do something. But I'm really actually extra proud for her because the fact that she's understanding the Constitution, and I believe that that is something that we all need to refresh our knowledge on the Constitution. I've had folks ask me, why did I put my page back up? Why did I go to East Texas Against Corruption? Why didn't I? Because there's lack of communication, lack of participation. Everybody wants to hear what you got to say, but they don't want to take sides. They don't want to, and that's fine. That's your issue. However, the fact is that please do not think, Angelina County, that I make these videos for you, being the most hated man in Angelina County. I make it for others to be able to see what's going on in your county. And if you are part of the problem, then it's going to be addressed by outside sources. We don't have a choice anymore to stand up for our rights because we don't have elected officials that will do so. They're there to get their paycheck. That's it. Case in point. Due to the debacle, I don't know if you guys have seen it. I'm going to post it again on my page. It's Steve Dubose at Facebook. But anyway, the debacle of a commissioners meeting to where we had a commissioner who refused to follow the United States Constitution. He just said, "I'm going to do what the hell I want to do in Angelina County. Y'all can tell me why. Y'all can't tell me nothing. I'm the commissioner." Mm. That video, by the way, was sent to the Texas Attorney General's office today and also the DOJ. If our commissioners and our district attorney and our county attorney will not hold them in contempt of court, guess what? They will. And there will be a direct communication from somebody in the Texas Attorney General's office going to call down and open the goddamn road. Mm-hmm. That's what they're going to do. So the pattern here is what I have understood is this. is that working through our legal system or working through the system the way it's supposed to work per our Constitution, it doesn't work here. They don't hear you. And speaking to this meeting, this commissioners meeting, I talked. I called. I called Mr. Terry Pitts. I called Mr. Harrison, even though he's not in office. I called them to ask him one simple question. Why did you not call a point of order? Why did you not, even with your county attorney there, did you not call a point of order and actually charge this individual? Or just say this: if you refuse to open this gate, you're in contempt of court. We're going to put your ass in jail until you do open that gate. That's the way the law works, or that's the way our law works for us. I guess we got different sets of rules for different kind of people, which we always know. My gut reaction, being a freaking former Marine or whatever, to hear him say that shit, here's what I said. Who the hell do you think you are? Gonna just turn your back on the Constitution, turn your back on the law of the land, state constitution, every law that we actually go by. You're just going to tell you can make Bob's road. This is Bobby's road. I get to control who goes down my road, who doesn't. But let me just reiterate this, that there's documentation from the Texas Forest Service that it's an open road. As many of you guys are hunters or whatever, you go hunting on properties that are not posted. You can go hunting on those, but it's not posted. You can go hunting there. Now he's declaring a road is posted, and you can't go down that. And you can't go down his road, Bobby's road. What I'm going to name it, Bobby Cheshire's road. It's ludicrous to think this individual is even holding office. Now, I want to make it clear that I'm not in here to be Facebook here. I'm trying to do something that is not done here in Angelina County, is share the freaking word, to get the information to you so you can make an educated decision on what really is going on and what matters to you. A source of information that is being blocked by our elected officials and also our county officials and everybody else who has some kind of power. We are dealing with so many issues right now that we failed to actually investigate. We have a sexual assault case in Huntington, Texas. No word about it. No one from Mr. Flower saying, well, this is the precautions we took. This is what we have, whatever. This is what we're going to do to go forward and move on from this. Not a damn thing. I covered up in the road. I can speak to you about everything that I notice, and I see what's going on in our county. Like, why is it all swept under the rug? Why can there not be an investigation to let us, the citizens, know that, okay, we got it handled. Y'all doing y'all's damn job. I got a question at the boots the other day. I was walking to my damn truck, and somebody asked me, I ain't no man, they said, why don't you run for office? Good point. Well, unlike other individuals, let me just clue you, I have a job. I have a government job. I do. Pay sucks, but I have a government job. My job is to make sure they're doing their job. Period. And if you reiterate that back, you look at yourself, that's my job too. They answer to me because I'm paying their salary. They've got to come up with, they can't just hoard information and appear that everything's all right when all hell's going in the handbasket. Please look at the new budget where they borrowed money out the ass, and then you look at the county treasurer's report. Well, guess what? We're not making any money off our investments. The point of the fact is that it's bottom line. Here's it in a nutshell. We got a bunch of good old boys up there who thinks their own job is just for roads. I'm sorry, commissioners. Look your job description up, because the fact is that the first responsibility you have when you actually say that pledge of allegiance, you sit there, your first thing is the health, welfare, and safety of your constituents. Your job is not just about freaking roads. There is the proposal now to where a unit road system. This allows us to have a say-so in which roads get fixed, how much money we're allotting to that, based on not a decision that's made up in a court. It's trying to take away that okay, you do me this, you give me that, you give me that bulldozer, I'll give you this on the side. We just won't take it about it to the budget, whatever. That's not the way you run government. And it's not what Angelina County needs right now. Right now, there are families that are sitting home that they're actually, and wives and fathers both, they're sitting there, looking at their budget, and they're looking at how they can stretch their budget to make ends meet. And guess what? We get no help at all from the government. They said they didn't raise your taxes. Well, they just raised your property value so they could get that extra income. Pretty slick, huh? And they expect us just not to sit back and say something or not notice that bullshit. Case in point, this was sold to the citizens, and also to our commissioners, that, it's a revenue increase. That's the way it was sold to Angelina County citizens. However, per state guidelines, if you read the actual document, it has to be worded as it is a tax increase. You got sold the bill of goods, guys. I sold a bill of goods. And we're going to be responsible for another $5 million, $5 million and some change. We're going to pay back. And we have no promise that the roads are going to get fixed. It's just a way to get your money. It's the easy way that commissioners can say, well, we're going to fix those roads, but we need a little bit more money from you. We need a little bit more money. And that's, well, look at your road. What they do, they just patched it. Wait till the next damn rainstorm. Guess what? Somebody's worse than it was. Pretty good bourbon. I like bourbon. So the issue is that why will they not do their job? I left a dangling participle out there because when I said that I actually called and talked to Judge Liberty, and I addressed my concerns, and I told him that he should have been the first one to call contempt of court to keep his meeting in order. He agreed, but I'm asking where the hell's the county attorney at? I'm asking where the sheriff's department's at. Because if an individual blatantly says they're going to ignore a law, and who has blatantly put up a lock on his Bobby's road, and he's not doing as he's ordered to do to open the road because it's public property, and he says, I ain't going to do it. That's like you having your kid. That's like you having your kid at the kitchen table, and guess what? I said, eat your dinner. I ain't gonna do it. What the hell would you do? Well, I know most of these statements or whatever. I'm just saying this right now. You'd be picking your ass up off the street somewhere. You tell your mama you ain't gonna do something. I'm telling you this right now. She said, "Oh yes, you are." In certain many different ways, but you will get the point across. And when you're supposed to do the right thing, you gotta do the right thing. And just so you know, Mr. Harrison and Mr. Pitts, they never called me back. Why? Here's the reason why. Because they run and hid. Here's the reason why they run and hid. They won't answer any phone calls. Because the fact is this. The fact is they knew they were wrong. They knew that they should have done something, and they didn't. They should have called a point of order. They should have asked the judge to reprimand this individual for blatantly disrespecting the opinion of the court, and also the Texas State Constitution and the United States Constitution, because this is what we go by, people. It's not Angelina's law. We can't just make up the laws as we go. The Constitution of the United States framework, which we govern. But in Angelina County, we don't govern. We rule over individuals. A lot of you individuals know what I'm talking about. You speak up, guess what? You better get ready for the repercussions. They will hide in the tall grass and wait for you to make a mistake or something they can get you on. So we keep silent. We don't ask any questions. Today I have posted, because I did two formal requests for investigations to the Department of Justice and also to the Attorney General of Texas. There's a form you can fill out. I posted it on my page. Go to Steve Dubose at Facebook. And you don't have to like me or nothing, but I'm just saying the fact is this is information I'm providing you, that if you want to do something, you can. Because not too long ago, I was like, okay, what do we do about this? And I went into the big brick wall. I was like, you can't go to them for nothing. They're going to deny. They're going to lie. They're going to shove it under the rug. Who pays? We do. They say your taxes aren't going up. I have to argue the fact. So guess what? How many of you are paying more in taxes because they up your property value? And I've said this many times. Ask a realtor. You can go on and just run an MLS search on what your property is actually worth, what you can sell it for, and I will guarantee you that it is $25,000 less than what they appraise it for. County appraiser, $25,000. In some cases, maybe more. But they sold us these bill of goods. I am not going to allow, I don't have it in my blood, I am not going to allow a sheriff's department to get away from excessive use of force on an individual. I've had people that backtrack, said, oh, they were all against us. But then when they made a deal for them to keep their mouth shut, then they're like, I ain't got necessarily go, well, that's not true. He deserved it, whatever. I go, where in the hell were you? Did you take your eye off the prize? Did you get sold out? Did they come to you and offer you couldn't refuse? Happens a lot here. There are many issues that we have to deal with in Angelina County. The first step in solving a problem is you have to admit you have one. Then you need to go about the proper procedures to correct it. We have been shut down by county government, by county officials, because whenever push comes to shove, they run and hide. They won't return your phone calls. They don't want to talk to you, wherever. And they rely on time to make sure that you forget about what actually happened. Or they rely on you being tired and not raising up. Somebody's tired of hearing it. So they'll do one thing. Repercussions will come against you. Or the fact is, you know what? They won't allow you access to anything. This is information, what I'm talking about. Information that allows you to make an educated decision as a citizen. In Angelina County, we're being denied that. Currently, right now, we have a DA who refuses to investigate excessive force and deadly force used on an individual. I'm not saying they're guilty. I'm not saying that. But it needs to be heard by a grand jury. If they need to make the decision, we, the people, need to make that decision. So once again, who the hell are you? It needs to be investigated. Everyone that I have sent this video to, and I'm talking about attorneys all over Texas, they're appalled that our DA refuses to actually look into this and investigate this and get to the real nitty gritty of what the hell happened, because we deserve that information. But guess what? No, we're cut off. We're cut off because you know what? Oh, we're going to tell you the truth. This is what I'm sorry, people, but we have been trusting these people to fix our damn roads for 20 freaking years, maybe 50 years. And they keep lying to us and we keep accepting it. Because we will not push back. We will not ask you. We will not ask you to do your damn job. Being an elected official means one thing. You stand for your constituents. You look out for the entire county. You look at to enforce all the laws and that are handed down from our Constitution to our state constitution, and also any ordinances that are produced by our commissioner's office. That's it. But when you run and hide and you do not call individuals out when they are totally wrong, you are not. What you are is just a person drawing a paycheck. Government is supposed to be about educated debates, It's about educated debates where people don't have to get around. People do not have to get involved in bullshit. All they do is argue the freaking point. Make your point. And if you've watched the commissioners' meetings, guess what? They can't. The first thing they'll do is, the fact is, when they get put in the corner or whatever, instead of having facts to back it up, they will go attack you negatively. They'll talk about, or they'll hit you about your family or something. And somewhere around Angelina County, we have bought off in the fact that, well, this person's not being held accountable. He should be in office or whatever. Well, then vote him out. I cannot believe, by the antics of one commissioner, there are 3 trespassing charges on this individual. There is 2 misdemeanor cases, and there's 1 felony case in the individual, and he still sits in his chair, allow him to shut down the entire court. Based on these conversations that I've had with many elected officials, here's what I got. Well, I can't get nobody to stand up against him. I can get no support to question what he's doing wrong. I can get no support by anybody asking questions. And we see this because the commissioner's office, all the commissioners back down. So my question is this, is if y'all going to just back down and not support the Constitution, why the hell we need you for? If we're going to have Bobby's roads, why the hell we need you for? You make decisions that are best for the county, not just your goddamn precinct. And we can't seem to come together on that fact. So yeah, I have started my page back up. Yes, you do not have to follow me. I'm not asking you to follow me. However, I will make you a promise that I will quote the facts as I see them, and I welcome a well-educated debate. I welcome to discuss these issues that involve every Angelina County citizen. I welcome a conversation. There are many people who just go on there just to see what's going on, and they'll just so they can spread the gossip or whatever, and that's fine. Hey, that's your choice or whatever. But you have to realize that right now, all the things that are happening in Angelina County, we need to have a discussion about it. We need to. 75 votes today have been identified. They didn't have the proper information on there for the school board. And it also did not include the bill for the Texas Road for I can't remember what it is, but anyway, it didn't even get appear on the ballot. And we petitioned. They petitioned very hard for it. They got about 1,500. I don't know how many signatures they got, but anyway, they got. But even though it's allowed on the ballot, they can't print it on the ballot. Can you smell a rat, guys? I don't know where this mentality comes. I grew up in East Texas. I understand exactly what's going on here. What it is, a bunch of good old boys that are in over their head, and they don't know what to do. You have a county treasurer that can't place. She can't even find out what happened to $2 million. And then she asks you to go to the parking lot and say, well, if you've never made a mistake, well, I'll tell you this right now. I'll beat you anywhere, Mr. Brewer, in the parking lot, because I ain't never made no damn mistake cost other people $2 million. But we accept it. And we wonder where our money is going. Well, they don't know. They're not going to tell us. My page is a common sense approach to actually governing and actually not having people rule over us using bullshit to make you shut up. Using bullshit and threats and bullying and actually harassment, gaslighting, everything to get their damn way. Because they feel they have some kind of power over you. I'm going to be the first one to tell you this. We are the power. We have the right to vote them out. We have the right to question their moves. We have that right. It's called the First Amendment. I challenge everybody who hears this today is look online and there's pocket constitutions. And you can order. I am next paycheck. I am going to order pocket constitutions for every commissioner and every city and county, every city council member in Huntington, Texas. And if I ever get wherever I go, I'm gonna carry that son of a bitch because the fact is, they seem to have forgotten. They seem to have forgotten, and they will move on to greener pastures once they suck this place dry. I'm not questioning your intelligence. I'm not questioning it. What I am doing is I'm not like making you take a step back and look at what really is going on. Because if this continues in the next 6 months, you're going to have to make a decision. You and your wife, your family, you have to make a decision. Can we afford to live here? Can we afford to live here? And for our elected officials, you have to be. You can't kick the can down the road anymore. You got a big freaking hill. You can't kick it. No, you can't kick it up a hill. Keep rolling back. That's where we're at. You don't believe me? Look at the budget, crunch the numbers. Ask questions. What is this for? What's it going for? See if they can give you an answer. This is our job as citizens. It's our job. I'm sorry, it's a responsibility. It's a responsibility we take by being an American citizen is to question these individuals who are appointed over us to make decisions for us, but they don't want to listen to what we have to say. You have to fight like tooth and nails to get something on the agenda if you are a citizen. You have to fight tooth and nail to get able to talk in front of these individuals and make your grievances known. Because if you do so in the rest of the United States, they call that a republic or democracy. That's what they call it. Yeah. You know what we call it here? We don't do that here in Angelina County. So what's it going to take? I don't know. I mean, I have brought up so many issues. The fact is that people should be questioning, and I don't know. My general concept, my general representation of this. Here's what it shows me: is one, it's apathy. Number two, apathy, and number two is people have been convinced that they cannot change our system. And number three is the fact is that we have accepted an anarchist type of government here in Angelina County. You don't believe me? Look it up. Look it up. Sit down and with your wife, sit down with your loved ones, and I know I sit out back I'm on a back porch talking shit all the time, whatever to my wife, but we discuss these issues, how it's affecting us. Sit down and have a conversation. Say, how can we make this place better? Because it's starting to suck to be here. We actually have to ask the question: what the hell are they going to come up with next? What's the next damn drama that they're going to come up with next? Because you can bet your ass, as long as they keep arguing, keep doing these things between themselves or whatever, we ain't being thought about. They taking it freaking personal and forgetting about you. We the people. These truths are self-evident. Take a look back, you watch it, you look at it, you hear it, and everybody's all over the map. Last point. We have commissioners, we have elected officials who pay. I don't pay attention to Facebook. That's all bullshit. That's all lies. That's all whatever. It's all bullshit. It's all lies, all that or whatever. Trey's calling it. See, I do have friends. But the fact of the matter is, people, is that it's happening right in front of our very eyes. Case in point, sorry, let me reiterate. Facebook, Twitter, they don't pay any attention to any social media. They don't want to have any other information except for what they agree with, and what they want you to, what information that they want you to have. Because if anybody else is sharing information and trying to find out what really goes on, they don't want to listen to you. They don't want to listen to you. And here's the thing. What does it tell you about who you're electing? This conversation needs to happen with every family. It needs to be talked about from family to family. These issues need to be talked about out in the open so we can solve problems. And we need to still be able to show up. People get the government they deserve. Our elected officials that we have here running us is what we deserve because we like these reasons, apathy, all these things. We fail to care. But we start caring when it starts directly affecting us. And we don't look at our neighbor and say, you know what, hey, this is going to affect not only me, but my neighborhood, my road. It's I, me. And guess what? We are a victim of it in Angelina County. And it's to the point to where I come from Buena, Texas. I come from, I was born in Port Arthur, Port Neches, Beaumont, whatever. And there was a sense that, you know what, it didn't matter if we disagreed. It didn't matter. But we didn't hate each other. We did not hate each other. We allowed people to be themselves and speak their mind. And we didn't run away from issues. We didn't beat our chest. We didn't run away from issues. We faced them head on. And we didn't allow our public officials to run and hide. We confronted them face to face and made them do their job. I want you guys to time step. This is 6:39 on 10/15/2020. And I'm going to tell you this right now. Talk to me in 6 months, and watch my videos and talk to me in 6 months and let me know that I did not warn you. That I did not warn you how bad it's going to get. And here's the reason why. Because our elected officials have allowed it to get so bad. Now, it's not just in the county. Now, everybody in the state of Texas knows, even outside of Texas public corruption. They went nationwide with a story on excessive force. And where were we? Governments are made by people who show up. Governments are made by individuals who have a point of view, who refuse to be silenced. Those who ask questions and deserve answers. This is a democracy. It's a republic, a democracy. It is your right. And if anybody tells you that, no, you can't speak your rights, I'm telling you right now, point them directly to me, because I'm telling you this right now, I may not agree with you. But I will allow you to be able to have your own damn opinion. And I will not consider that it is against my rights for you to speak your mind and ask questions. As a citizen of Angelina County, I'm asking you. There are a lot of questions. When I talk to people, whatever, everybody hates me or whatever, but people, they always come because not because I want to argue, but the fact is I have points. They want to understand the information that I know so they can make an educated decision. Hell, they come to me. They come to everybody else. They can't get it from the government, so they come to me and ask me. This is the purpose of my page. Steve Dubose at Facebook. I just opened the page. Now I'm reporting this on YouTube or making a YouTube video because the fact is it has reached to people who are outside of Angelina County who do not understand their rights. Until they are told to them by other people outside of Angelina County that they do have these rights and that they're going to back them. And it's a damn shame. We have to go outside the county to get justice, to get, like, if this is the bottom of the law, we have to point it out to other people because we can't do it ourselves, or we refuse to do it ourselves. Please answer this question: why do we refuse to show up and ask questions, and what are we scared of? How much have they threatened you? That's the question. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is kind of an introduction to my page. I'm going to post it on my page. If there's another group of individuals that don't like me posting on your page, ban me, block me. It doesn't matter because I'm going to get the message out. And I can trust you this. The fact is that I don't go when I see my country and my county being attacked. I do not sit down. I do not sit down and be silent. We hold these individuals accountable. They get paid because you go to work every day. It's about time they start working for you. It's Beowulf. I'm out.